In today's show, we're going to be going over how to set up a brand store on Amazon. We're going to give you a step-by-step guide of how we're doing that. And I'm bringing in one of our account managers, Tony, who's going to show us on his storefront, which is Reforged. If you haven't checked out his Reforged product line and you work out, then you're really missing out. So I'd highly recommend it, Reforged. Go to Amazon, type in Reforged, check him out, and show him some support for providing this sweet guide that he's going to give you guys. Tony is one of our all-star account managers, so I'm excited to have you show our viewers how to set up the storefront. Tony, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Why don't you go into just a little bit about what we're going to do today?
Sure. So in regards to the storefront setting up process, I think one of the most important things we need to get going is essentially a trademark. Going through Amazon brand registry, you want to basically get in contact with either Amazon's IP accelerator or a trademark lawyer to setting up this trademark. The trademark itself needs to be some sort of text or image-based trademark that includes the name. Perfect example is if you look at Amazon's logo, provides Amazon and then the little smiley on the corner there. That's essentially their trademark item. In setting up the trademark, you want to make sure you go through that process, having the brand name on it. And also in addition to that, you also want that item. When setting up a trademark, you want to make sure you have the product name or the trademark itself on the name of the product or the packaging. And that's essentially what you want to go in and initially start with. Then you go and enroll through brand registry and just fill out the information. If they need any additional information, they may contact you or your trademark lawyer. And then once that's situated, you can get into setting up your storefront. And I can show you guys some examples of my storefront, show you what you can go about that process and how to set it up and other little tricks that I've been messing around with the storefront.
And before you do that, I just want to emphasize the Accelerator Program because trademarks take a long time. Trademarks can take up to 12 months, especially at this time in 2023. We just filed for one. And by we just filed, I mean May of 2022. And we just got approval for our trademark in June of 2023 that it is now being reviewed. So we didn't get approval, it's now being reviewed. So we might get it by July of 2023, almost 14 months later. So the Accelerator Program will help you get that a lot faster. But yeah, go ahead and share your screen and let's jump into just kind of showing people how to set this up and the layouts and everything.
Cool. So what I can do is I can just show you the capabilities and essentially the potential of what you can do with the storefront first, and then I'll go through the elements. But what's really nice is that what I've been messing around with is adding, for example, you can add things like background videos like this and have an overlay of the video. And you can see like little fire in the background. It's animated. It looks nice. It adds some appeal to the storefront. And what's nice about that was when you scroll down, you can actually select the options of the products. And in the element based portion of editing your storefront, which I'll show you, is you can actually add little circles like this here on the images, and then it'll pop, your product will essentially pop up. In addition, you can scroll down and add product detail pages. You can click on this to see all details, and it'll go into the details of essentially your product and your description, things like that. And then, yeah, you can continue to mess around with it. Going into the editing of stores, I can show you basically what you can do with it when you add. For example, I have it organized with my homepage, products.
Can you show me that background video? That background video, is that just like you just had a video of a fire and then you literally go actually to the edit part of it?
Oh, this part, the background video?
You can click that. So yeah, yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, so what I did, you could probably use Canva for it if you want to mess around with it yourself, or if you want somebody else to organize it for you. It's essentially having like a picture image. You can add the text in the back and then also add an overlay on top of it. And the overlay can be, I've seen overlays with like sparkles, clouds, things like that. So you can definitely add a lot of appeal to your storefront like this. It'll really, when somebody clicks on it, I know it's very, to me, I find it, because I've seen this on several other brands, it actually stands out a lot. And it's very interesting, once you open it up and you're like, whoa, this is actually pretty cool.
Have you tried that with a video ad yet?
This video? Yeah. I have not tried it, but that's the idea.
Because it almost looks like a static image, right? And it's going to look like that, but then you have this like fire element coming out of it. And it just kind of, when you first pulled it up, what I noticed on the storefront is that it caught my eye. And so if that kind of caught my eye. And so if you're scrolling through Amazon and all of a sudden, like you just see that little flickering, that flicker will catch you. And just to go into a complete nerd out right now, you have rods and cones in your eye. And so one is responsible for color vision, and it's your central vision. And then the other one is responsible for flicker. And so when we're constantly looking at things, which are your cones, that's your color vision, you're looking at things. But then when something flickers, that catches your eye. And so this is a complete anatomical, physiological eye nerd lesson, but that flickering catches your eye. And that's very primal, because if something's coming at you from the side, you want to catch that flicker so you can dodge it. And so that flickering is actually, it caught my eye. And I think that would work really well for a video ad, because as you're scrolling, all of a sudden you have this little flicker, and then it will make people stop and look at it. And I'll go into one example and then I'll let you go continue. It's similar to how when you're looking at the night sky and you see a shooting star and you go to look at it and you can't see it anymore. It's because your peripheral vision is actually responsible for seeing that flicker. So you see the shooting star over here, you go to look at it, you can't see it anymore because you're not using the better receptors that are better for that. Anyway, I digress. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. Essentially, when you go into, we'll go back into the elements, but you can organize the storefront as however you want to organize it. I mentioned that, for example, I have like an about page. Stacks is more so the virtual bundles, so you can actually organize your virtual bundles. You click on it here. Nothing crazy. I have one, but it's just like you can add a product. You click on this here. You can add images with text. A shoppable image is basically what I showed you guys with I'll just put this as an example, but just drift away to slumber with Drift. What you can do with a shoppable image is add product, and then you can click on this here, for example, and then you can just put this here. And then when somebody scrolls over the image, this circle will pop up and they can click on that for more details.
And that puts the add to cart button on that actual image.
Oh, really? It does. I have not messed around with that.
Yeah, go back to your storefront. I'll show you. And go to that main page. Yep, here you go. Now, yep. Oh, see buying options. There you go. So it just takes you to your, I thought it was an add to cart button, but yeah, see buying options is what I meant to say. You guys need a sleep supplement. Go check out Drift, Reforged.
Try it out. Love to hear what you guys think about it.
His products are actually really great. I use a couple of them. So, hey, it's Dr. Travis Ziegler, and I wanted to thank you for watching this video. I just wanted to take a brief couple seconds to let you know about a free Amazon PPC masterclass that I have. Just head to profitablepineapple.com to sign up for that free Amazon PPC masterclass, or you can click the link down below in the description. I'll see you inside.
Now, going back into this, I'll show you a little bit more of section elements, but what's really nice, and I could show you an example of some of my pages, you can actually do split sections. And with the split sections, you can add text on one side, image on the other, or you can add two images. I'll show you an example that I've been messing around with is I've been messing around with an Amazon blog post. So this is a blog post that I'm implementing with Google Ads. We could talk about this in a future video based on the results we get out of it. But you can add things like text here, little, instead of headings, you can add images with the heading in it. Then you can break it down like this, little paragraphs here and there. But so there's so much potential of what you can do with the storefront and what you can mess around with going into, for example.
Let's go back to that though.
Sure.
Go back to the blog post. And yeah, I want to commend you on the creativity of this, because it's not just putting a product page out there. It's actually kind of refreshing when somebody goes to an Amazon page and it's a blog article that's providing content, it's providing a service for them. And then of course, it's actually just an advertorial or a pre-sale page for your product. And so this is your opportunity to make a landing page on Amazon, and you can put video in there, because I know you do a lot of videos with your YouTube channel. So you could probably put a video in there talking about your Drift product, or just talking about how melatonin helps sleep in general. And then what Tony was talking about, very briefly covered, is he's taking a Google ad targeting either melatonin, insomnia, sleep difficulties, anything like that, taking that Google ad with an Amazon attribution link to the storefront link to then educate them, to then get them to buy. And so you're bringing a whole new market over to Amazon to buy your product, which is then going to increase your rank because it's external traffic going over to your product.
And what's really nice with the ads is like it shows Amazon.com, and then you can have the blog posts and stuff, and people are like, oh, an Amazon blog, this is interesting. And then they click on it. I've been seeing a lot of detailed page views. I'm going to give it more time to see how performance goes from there. But I just started it, so we'll see what happens with it. Now, I wanted to show you another page that I've been messing around with. So since we're able to do a video builder on Amazon through our advertising console, I actually built a video in this page, which basically plays. It's kind of like my sponsored brand videos that I have running, and I uploaded the video here. And it basically just presents the product. I have images that are on the Amazon listing itself. And then in addition to that, just bestsellers, just things like that. You can drive traffic to these specific pages if you want to, but like Travis was saying, it's like you can set up your own landing page, organize it however you'd like, add some images, add some appeal to it. And it really stands out on Amazon when you're searching for, let's say, for example, you're looking at the product itself and you find that, let's go to our page here, I'll show you an example. But when you click on, I'm having a war with this right now. All right, we got it. So when you get brand registered, you actually have this option here where it's like visit the Reforged store. And if somebody's searching your products on the listing, they can click on it here and then straight to your store. They'll be able to see the variety of products that you offer, the opportunities. From there, you can actually mess around with some more. Like I said, when you have pages, you can organize it however you like, and then add whatever custom design you'd like to these images, to the header, to background videos, etc. So potentially with pretty much everything that you can do on the back end of the storefront, there's a lot of opportunity here with the elements to mess around and see what adds more appeal to your page.
Go back up to your the storefront on the homepage or on the customer. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Can't describe it, but you'll also notice that the posts are up there too. And posts are not part of your storefront, but it is something that if you do, they'll start to show up here, and you can start to show up on competitor products as well. And then it also takes up more product pages or more real estate on your own product pages, so other people can't come onto yours. So Amazon posts, and there's actually some really easy ways that you can increase the amount of posts that you put out. You can just have ChatGPT literally write you 100 different posts and then have them create photos around that. So with your brand being a lifestyle brand around working out, you could create all these posts around working out and the art as well with like Midjourney or something. And you could make 100 in no time and then have a VA upload all those. And you could do, 3 a day and have them, they could pretty much upload 3 a day and build them all in probably close to a day. And so if you hired a VA to do that, they could do your whole month with 3 posts a day in no time. So, but I wouldn't go for 3 posts a day because that's a lot of work. I would maybe try it at 1 post a day first with a VA and then just kind of increasing it from there.
I think I'm like taking notes on this video as well. Like there's so much opportunity that I'm not even exploring,
There is, but then at the end of the day, we want to talk about, focusing and really focusing on what moves the needle. So making sure that your homepage looks really good. I think you've done a great job with your homepage with that video and really capturing the eye with that. Like it looks very professional. It looks great. And your symbol is very clean and it pops out as well. I love the black canisters because that's going to pop out on the white background that is Amazon search. And then I want you to test out that sponsored brand video with that little flicker as well. You might have to add a little bit to it because of Amazon, but for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. And then as you scroll down even further on this page, you can see there's another video right there for the drift, and then scroll down a little more, and then it gets into the products itself. So really make sure you're focusing on what looks professional, and that's what you want. It's the 80-20. Focusing on just this homepage is all you need. You just need one page. Tony is reaching out and exploring more things by having individual product page stacks, and About Us I think is huge because not enough people do that on Amazon. You can put it in your A+ content in the brand stories. You can put it on your pages here. You can do so much with that. All right. So now that we have the page, we talked about Google Ads driving traffic to this. And then another way you can drive traffic is sponsored brands. And so sponsored brands is how you're going to get people on this page. And then when people, like you said, Tony, are on your product detail page, they click visit your storefront. And so you want to make sure it's professional, because if it's not, it won't leave a good impression. Anything else to add to this, Tony?
I think it pretty much covered it. I know that with the attribution, I did want to add with the attribution links, you can actually, if you're thinking about, do you need like a direct Amazon link to your, let's say for my drift supplement, you do not necessarily need to do that. You can actually grab the link of the store page here, and then you can create the attribution link from there. If you're going to implement some sort of email marketing strategy or some sort of Google ad, and then just add all products to that attribution link. So if somebody purchases from it, you'll get credit for it.
Yeah, and so that's with the Amazon blog post as well. He has that blog post in there. He's going to grab that link, take it over to the attribution maker, make the attribution link based on that blog post link, and then that's going to go into Google Ads to track it. So Steps: get your trademark, get your brand registry, add your products to your brand store, then connect your storefront to your Amazon page, launch your store and promote it with Google ads, with sponsored brands, and yeah, watch your sales come in.
Straightforward. Let's get it.
And make sure you check out this next video. If you enjoyed this content, you're going to love this next video that I handpicked for you. And what else do they need to do? Like this video and make sure you subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this content.